Yo, we back up in this thing. Back on top of things. Gang, gang. Boxing. Let's talk about it. Do. Make sure y'all smash the like button. We can get this stream jumping like the last one. Can y'all hear me? What the hell? Hey, John Wilson said, we talk tonight. Pensacola, we talk tonight. Bay Area, we talk tonight. Y'all can hear me? Death Row East. Shout out to big homie Coop. He said Death Row East. Believe in that. Do you believe in God? Then believe in Death Row East. Believe in Boxingego. Believe in that. Nas, all that other bullshit y'all used to listen, old media. We came in the game. We came to bring the pain. Like Method Man. Shout out to the METH, the OD. We got the method, man. Bars. Shout out to Wu-Tang. We the new breed. We the new regime. Death before dishonor. Outlaws. Y'all know I had a rep for the West Side. Left Coast. The best coast. AKA the West Coast. I'm going to let people join this new stream. We just did another live stream. We had some fun. Did some impersonations. All that good stuff. Wu-Tang the best. Wu-Tang is for the children. Shout out to Huggy Pacino. He said, Ego, what's up? We talk tonight. Ego top 5 dead or alive. You're asking me? Ego addicted to work. I'm addicted to this work. We gonna get to our goals. I'm money ego. Okay. Southside Compton up in here. Shout out to CPT Hub City. I see you. Shout out to Taco Pete's in Compton. I've been out to Compton. That's still the west side. Still the best side. Shout out to Taco Pete's. I'm coming back to Taco Pete's, man. I need me some tacos. In the CPT. Like Game said, Compton too corrupt, so I roll with the Dillinger. I like that shit. Get it? Compton too corrupt. Dillinger. Daz Dillinger. Corrupt Young Gotti. Dog Pound shit. DPG shit. DPGC. Ego always working. Yeah, man. Let's do a quick roll call and then we're going to jump into this Eddie Hearn stuff. Eddie said 50 million on liar, your pants are on fire. Get some apple juice to put the fire. Shout out to Minnesota. We're going to do a roll call. I know y'all want to talk about it. We go. V Tizzle. Shout out to Minnesota. Shout out to Minneapolis. City, state, zip. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Where y'all at? Where y'all from? City, state, zip. Where y'all at? Where y'all? BK. Mississippi. City, state, zip. Rep where you from? Bridgeport, Connecticut. Mississippi. Memphis. Tennessee, Kennewick to Boise, Vermont, Inglewood, New Jersey, 07631, Sacramento, 916, San Pablo, Houston. We got back-to-back H-Towns always holding it down. St. Louis, 314, Memphis, New Jersey, 617, Boston, Mass, Ohio, Midland, Odessa, Bryan, Texas, 423, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Central Florida, Myrtle Beach. I was at Myrtle Beach. I loved it. South Carolina, Jersey, Arizona, aka Zona, CPT Hub City, Cali. Your boy checking in. Shane Moody instead of Mosley, 802. New Orleans, smash the like button. Shout out to Germany. Stuttgart. Sleepy Hollow, New York, 10591 831. Santa Cruz, Channel Islands, and Jersey. Like this stream. The American stream. The Dream Team stream. Man, we getting it cracking. Hold on. My allergies bugging. UK, Ego's the best on YouTube. Thank you. Listen, a couple more. Little Haiti, Miami, you hear me? 305 337 Louisiana. Ronald Finkley said we lit up in this. Tampa, Florida. Couple more. Cuba by way of Cali. Wilder is a fraud. Hot seat. Let's go. Why is Wilder a fraud? Why are you blaming Wilder? Go. You. ASC. Compton in the house. New media. Gang. West side. We got a hot seat. Roll call's over. You in the hot seat. Why is Wilder a fraud? ASC 90 AS. Why is Wilder a fraud? Go. We gonna do an early hot seat. I gotta warm up. Then I'll get to what Eddie Hearn says. But he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna be here longer. I want to know why Wilder's the fraud here. See, that's what I'm saying. It's over for you dudes that just say shit and you can't bow down to what you really see, and you can't admit what you really see, and you still trying to perpetuate something that you really don't see. It's over for you dudes. Let's see what he has to say. Rufus gang, $2 super chat. He put money on your head. Rufus wants to know. We want answers. ASC 90. How is this Wilder's fault? How is Wilder a fraud? Please explain this to us. Joshua got Wilder trying to go to cruiserweight. He's sick of waiting. That motherfucker about to lose weight waiting on Joshua. How do you donate? If you see a $sign, just hit that button any amount you like. You see how long we have to wait? They can say the stuff real quick, but when it comes to the hot seat, now they got to plan their moves strategically and or say dumb shit. Hey, bro, why is Wilder a fraud? Why? Okay, he says WBC champion. WBC champion. Did he any good? Whoa, damn! You make my IQ drop reading. Hold on. WBC champion. Did he any good? No, only a old Cuban is about 50. Hey, bro. I really gotta come with that ego scholarship program. I don't know. I barely even know what the fuck you just said. WBC champion, did he any good? No, only a old Cuban is above 50. What are you talking about? Strike one. I don't even know what you said. So you lost. No, we can't understand that. Only about good, like what? A-E-I-O-U, motherfucker. All vowels. You talk with all vowels. I don't know what the fuck you just said. You said A-E-I-O-U. Explain. Too much mumble rap. I barely even know what the fuck you just said. I'm money ego. What are you talking about? A-E-I-O-U. I like to buy a vowel. Fucking Wheel of Fortune ass motherfucker. Okay. This dude bought all vowels. I can't even. We need some consonants in there. I don't even know what you just said. Go back to school. Strike one. Okay. I'm money. I'm TB ego. Fuck is y'all talking about? He bought hella vowels. All you do is speaking vowels. That's all you do. Talking vowels. Hey, Wilder. See, how can you put the Wilder is a fraud? That you a fraud. Because you could put that in perfect English, and then you in a hot seat. Now all of a sudden, no one can understand what the fuck you just said. It's Swedish legend V. No, these kids are not French. They're American. What the fuck you just... Man, what the hell... What did Chris Tucker say? Man, what the hell you just say? This ain't no Rush Tower. I like to talk. I like to let people talk. Makes it easier. Find out how full of shit they are. Man, what... Man, hell nah. What the hell you just say? Hey, where you at, bro? Vowel master. What? Man, what the hell you just say? He took it back. What you talking about? Where's he at? You about to get blocked, bro. You run out of time. I wish you had more time. He running scared. He said, "Squeeze you last you V." I don't know what the fuck you just said. Harlem Future counting you down. He said he the future. He know your future. We like Doctor Strange. We already predicted your future. We already seen the possible outcomes, and you losing all of them. You lose all the possible outcomes. Harlem Future, keep counting. Eagle Army, keep counting. You about to be out of here. Shooters, strap up. Tired of this stupid shit. Man on fire. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shooters, get him out of here. What's his name? ASC 40. 40 hunched over like he 80. Tick, tick, tick. How much time he got? That boy, 666. Thank you. Ronald Finkley caught him a body. Now, let's get to what Eddie Hearn said before we get some more nonsense that take us away from the mission. Eddie Hearn says Joshua Povetkin deal is close. Wilder's time is running out. Somehow Wilder gets burned. He gets blamed and burned. Or I think it was Barry Hearn. One of the Hearns. It don't matter what Hearn said. It's on Sky Sports. I don't like making deadlines because sometimes it gets people's backs up. But at some stage, we have to make a decision. We are close to closing a deal with Povetkin and Ryabinski, World of Boxing. And once the deal is closed, there is no Deontay Wilder. Wilder has had the latest offer from us the last 2 weeks, which was our improved offer. And we are still talking to them. And in fact, my dad is out in New York at the moment, and he might meet Shelly today. They have our offer, so they have to accept it or move on. It's not a case of if you don't accept this offer, the fight is dead. We will just fight Povetkin and carry on our negotiations to the next one. It has to be the next one or the one after that. See? It has to be the next one or the one after that. Joshua wants to fight. We've got an opportunity to go in September, and Joshua is keen to fight in that month, and Wilder wants it. It's there, if Wilder wants it. But I do still believe Wilder will take this offer. We'll see. Listen, none of this shit sound horrible. This shit sound horrible. Whatever you offer Wilder, if he don't take it, then it's your fault. That's how I'm looking at it. Because obviously it wasn't an offer that really met his criteria, and you turned down $50 million. Straight up. You turned down $50 million, and obviously, okay, because Wilder already said, listen, I think he did an interview with 78. Shout out to him. But he already said he would go to the UK. So the only way he turns down your offer is if him and his team decide that it's not the right offer. And I'm going to have to entrust Team Wilder's side that if they do turn it down, they wasn't talking about shit. The reason I would say that is because we seen the bullshit first offer, 12 point. I don't know what the second offer, counter to a counter is, but your first offer, 12.5 flat, was horrible. Was horrible. Who's gonna take a flat rate in a major fight? Who cares if it's not 100 million? What if it's a 70 million? It still can make big bucks, right? So I'm inclined, with all things considered, what we've heard from Team Joshua's side, the lies, the deception, the inconsistencies, that if Wilder's team turns down the fight, it's most likely because the offer was nothing near as fair as the offer they made Joshua, 50 million, 50% backing, period. Listen to what people say. Wilder has the latest offer from us the last 2 weeks, which was our improved offer, right? But before, Eddie Hearn says, oh, I'm great with numbers, and 12.5 is absolutely what he deserves for this fight. If we fight in September, it's not going to be worth that much. So they're saying it's a $100 million fight. You said it was going to be a $100 million fight too. No consistency whatsoever. If at this point, you can say whatever you want about me. If you are denying this, then it is what it is. What is Wilder's criteria? Do I look like Deontay Wilder? We're not even the same complexion. Do I look like Wilder? I don't know what his criteria is. You ask Wilder what his criteria is. It doesn't matter at this point. I'm going off of what we've seen as a public, as a populace, right? The bottom line is if he doesn't take the offer, then I'm just going to assume it was a little less shitty than the first offer, $12.5 million, and they wanted to fight Povetkin. The Povetkin shit sounds like it's signed anyway. If I'm wrong and Joshua fights Wilder in September, great, because that's what I wanted anyway. And I will do a video and I will say, oh, great, Joshua's fighting Wilder, which is what the Army wanted. We thought that was the right move for boxing. So if Wilder takes this offer, whatever was offered to him, then great, we have us a fight and we can gear up for that, and I'll promote the fuck out of the fight. If he ends up fighting Povetkin, then what I've been saying looks like that's true as well. See, because you have to understand, I just want the truth. I don't care. Oh, I do care. I do want to see the Wilder-Joshua fight more than any other heavyweight fight. That's a fact. But if the other thing happens and he fights Povetkin, then I've already told you. We've already led up. We've already documented it. And there's a lot of people that are going to be looking real dumb, and a lot of people who are going to be on the winning side, this side, the real side. Point blank, period. Listen to what people say. Eddie Hearn told Sky Sports all this in a recent interview. He says it has to be the next one. If we fight Povetkin, then Wilder has to be the next one or the one after that. Why? Okay, that doesn't give me the reassurance that I need. Why would you say if you're going to think about fighting Povetkin and then Wilder has to be the next one or maybe the one after that? So you want 2 other fights before Wilder? Possibly? Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Cuba, another dumb comment, you getting blocked. He talking about, come on, Ego, why you steady sleeping on Fury? I like Tyson Fury. I didn't sleep on him. I ain't said shit bad about Tyson Fury. I've done nothing but uplift him and support his comeback. If you leave another dumb comment, you clearly don't watch the channel. I've given him all the exposure for his recent news that I can. You know what I'm saying? And I'm an American-based brand. So keep putting stupid shit, get blocked, period. I never, you said I'm sleeping on, how am I sleeping on Tyson Fury? The man he fighting a cruiserweight. He got to work his way back up. He made that decision, not me. Block Jins the oil bleed. Block him. Jins the oil bleed, they keep putting the same shit and they keep coming back trolling. Block them, shooters, let's go. Exactly. Fury ain't been active in close to 3 years. What do you want from Ego? That's what I'm saying. We eradicating all this silly shit in boxing. We're talking about, oh, come on, Ego. No, come on, you. I've given Tyson Fury love on the channel. I like Tyson Fury. I think he has a chance to beat Wilder or AJ. But he just has to show us that he's the same fighter. Boss Red, $2 super chat. Is Fury fighting on June 9th? I don't know the date. I think it's June 9th. I'm pretty sure. I know it's coming up. But I guess it's on the same day as Crawford Hearn. That sounds about right. Being American has nothing to do with liking a boxer. Shut up. What are you talking about? Anyway, it is what it is. Jins the Synthol Cartel. Block them. Shooters. Whoever keeps putting 5'5", block them. Just block them. Don't hesitate. Do not delay. I used to live in England, but I've never been to Ireland. To answer Scott's question, I've never been to Ireland. Would love to go. I'll be Ego McGregor in Ireland, because the Irish, they my type of people. Huh, I don't know what you're thinking. Rufus, $5 super chat. That's why I believe no one should sign with Eddie Hearn. He wants every fight to be held off. Example, AJ versus Wilder, Brooke versus Amir Khan. The customer will suffer. LOL. Shout out to D. People have no lives, apparently. We in this new stream. Shout out to the UK. But yeah, man, to me, it sounds like Povetkin was always the goal for them. You know what I mean? They offered 12.5 to Wilder, knowing he wouldn't take that because you would have to be a fool to take it. And even if he did take it, he would be a fool to take it, and you would make a shit ton of money on the back end that he's not privy to. So Eddie Hearn knew that. So they knew either he's going to be in a raw deal by calling their bluff and taking something shitty, or he would just be like, feel insulted and then not take it. And more than likely, Team Wilder would, since he was asking for 60-40 and you gave him nothing close to that, if this is as popular of a fight as a lot of people forecast it to be, right? Shout out to Colorado. Gins, the oil, block them again. Shooters, be on that. Whoever keeps putting that comment, clap them. If they have all the time in the world, I'm not really I don't want to waste too much time on the dumb stuff. You know what I mean? But see, this is this type of stuff that they do because they want to distract. They want me to lose focus and start roasting them or some dumb shit so we don't get the message out. So shooters, please clean up the comment section in that regard. They clearly have no life. Shout out to Ben Davies. He says, yo, Ego, I'm listening from London, bro. Shout out to London. Can't wait to come back to the UK. But it sounds like Povetkin was always the MO. Now, there's going to be a couple things. If Joshua fights Povetkin in Russia, that's going to look really bad. Really, really bad. Because his whole talking point about turning down $50 million and being willing to take a $20 million pay cut was the ability to fight at home, which he's earned. So you can't say, oh, to fight Wilder for more money, we've earned a hometown fight, and then go fight in Povetkin's hometown, where you're the visitor. That's going to look terrible. So I hope Eddie Hearn and Barry Hearn and Tommy Hearns and all the goddamn Hearns ever created are aware of this. And even if they did take the Povetkin fight, I hope you're not fighting that man in his backyard. And that's where the money's at for that fight, because the Russians have money, and I know they're going to want to try to give Povetkin the home field advantage. And they have stadiums there too that they can fill out. And the Russian fans are legit fans of boxing, and they come out to support their fighters. So I believe World of Boxing probably offered a significant amount to bring AJ there, because they know he's the champion, they know he's the A side, but they still would want hometown advantage. Again, if straight out of H-Town, he said, Ego, I fucks with you, bro, true boxing fan, your channel's top notch, stay on your game, much respect. Shout out to the H-Town. Again, I'm going to say this again. If Joshua fights Povetkin in Russia, there is more money in Russia, but it's going to look extremely bad. Not because I don't care if he goes to Russia or not, but it's based on what he said. Based on what he said, he says him and his team and his brand, the way they've been branded, the way they have the most belts, we want hometown advantage versus Wilder, and we want to pass up $50 million, and we're willing to pass up maybe even more than $20 million to fight at home. So if you don't fight at home in your next fight, when you have the same A-side advantage over Povetkin's not even a champion, and you go over to take his money in his hometown and take his fight under his terms for less money in Russia, it's going to look bad. Period. There's no one, at this point, there's nobody that convinced me otherwise, because I have not seen any logic from anybody that would convince me Joshua fighting Povetkin in Russia. I'm not hating. The money's in Russia for that fight, because like I said, the Russian fans are great, and World of Boxing got bread. I don't know how much dude's worth, Ryabinski, but he got cake. He got bread. He got money, because you've seen it. But he put up $7 million in change for Wilder Povetkin. So I highly doubt, they might offer more than that just because Joshua has more belts and he's a big star in the UK. But it's not going to be $50 million. Trust me, I can't see that. Because you have to get a return on your investment. You can't offer someone $50 million and then fight in a place like Russia, which, how much would you be charging people the tickets to generate enough money where you could pay Joshua only $50 million plus pay Povetkin a couple of million? You know what I mean? That would be very hard, and you would lose money. So if Joshua go over there to Russia, that's going to look really bad, because his whole talking point is we earned this, so we want to fight at home. So I haven't heard from Wilder's side recently. I don't know if they're taking the counter offer, but if they don't, then I'm just going to assume, just like the first offer, it wasn't that appetizing, because if it was, then that would have lured them into taking it. You get what I'm saying? If Eddie Hearn and his side offered Wilder the $50 million, 50%, you don't think he would take it? Of course not. Of course he would. But why is Eddie Hearn still saying, oh, we have to fight after Povetkin, we have to fight Wilder in the next one, if not the next one? Listen, people, just don't do this to yourselves. Please don't. I don't care if you're from the UK. I don't care if your last name's Hearn. I don't care what. If you're the same height as Eddie Hearn. Yo, smash the like button. Someone brought up a good point. We got almost 300 people watching. We got to get those likes up. That's how we present these live streams to y'all and talk about this. Period. Smash the like button. We talking that real boxing talk. Talk that talk, walk that walk. Quavo. So, yeah, man, a lot of things are going to be answered in the next few weeks. Listen, I hope Joshua and Wilder get it together and like, you know what I mean, collectively and get the fight done. I hope. That's the best case scenario. But to me, it sounds like they want the Povetkin fight more. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So I'm not going to speculate any further about what's going to happen because I don't know. I'm not either of the three sides. I'm not Team Povetkin, Team Wilder, or Team Joshua. I don't know what they're talking about behind closed doors. I'm just telling you my output. You know what I mean? And my input is Joshua should take the fight. I mean, he really should have took the $50 million to me. Why not? Just to not come to America? Like, that don't sound realistic to me. Just to fight at home? Like, fighting at home is great. And then Eddie Hearn did it's just bad. It's bad. And it can get much worse depending on what they decide. Right? Whatever they decide, it could be worse. Eddie Hearn says, oh, Joshua got offered a lot of money by Team Wilder. There's no denying that. But it's not going to change Joshua's life. It's not an amount of money. Who would say that about $50 million? Who's going to say that's not game-changing money? You get what I'm saying? Like, and beyond that, if let's say there are people who will say 50 million, like Warren Buffett's worth $1 billion. If he has an investment where it's going to guarantee that in one fell swoop, in one night, he advances and earns $50 million, even though he's a billionaire, or Oprah, right? Do you honestly think Harpo or Warren Buffett would not do the investment that will garner them and earn them $50 million in one night? So it sounds a bit ridiculous to me that Eddie Hearn would say that it's $50 million. It's a strong offer. There's no denying that. But it's not going to change Joshua's life. Then what does he want? He wants $1 trillion and a free trip to the moon? Like what? Like I thought he would listen. None of this shit makes sense. And if you listen to the facts, you'll understand. Joshua said, if I hold on, let me turn this shit down. I can't even focus right now. Joshua said, if I was offered a deal, $12.5 million that we offered to Wilder at that point in my career, I'll be through the moon. I'll be through the moon with a deal like that. Like he said, oh, a deal like that, I'd be over the moon. I would openly grab the deal with both arms. But you won't grab 50 million with both arms. That don't make sense. How would you be over the moon for, what is it, 4 times the amount? Hold on. 12 doubled is 24. 24 times 2 is 48. Yeah. So 48 million would be 4 times. So it'd actually be over four times the amount. A little bit over 4. Let's say 4.3. I don't know. I'm not a math whiz, but I just did that math in my head, right? So you offered him 12, we'll round down, 12, right? 12 mil. 48 would be 4 times the amount. They're offering you 50 mil, which is 2 million more. So they're roughly offering you about 4.5 times more, 4 to 4.5 times more than you offered them. And you said you for 12.5, I'll be over the moon. I'll be over the moon. I grab it with both hands, but you're not gonna grab 4 times, 4.5 times the amount with both hands, and you're not over the moon with that. That don't make sense to me. That don't make sense. And the first was a flat rate. So the flat rate, you would be over the moon not getting nothing on the back end and letting your competitor, your rival, get all the back end money. Isn't it? Listen. I'm gonna give y'all an example. Y'all want this latest analogy? If y'all want the analogy, y'all gotta get the likes up and y'all gotta put hell yeah in the comment section. Ain't shit free. If y'all want this latest analogy, right? If y'all want this latest analogy, can I get a hell yeah? I got analogies up the wazoo. And they ready and waiting. I just need a little motivation. Smash the like button. We just working. We gonna vibe out to this. Ride out to this one. All right. My dad was in the military. I used to live in England. I was born in New Mexico. I've been in California the longest. But we traveled. Sometimes he got stationed. He'd been to places like Thailand and Wyoming, all these places, like Florida, all weird, wherever they needed him, right? On the military base, we used to live at Travis Air Force Base, out here in the Bay Area. We used to live out there. And sometimes when there was certain perceived terroristic threats, they would have the base shut down. See, to get on base is different. Because it's a military base. They don't, you could be bringing a bomb or we don't know. So every time we left, like to go to, like, let's say Fairfield, Vacaville, right? To come back on base, you have to go through this like armed station and show your military ID so they know you reside on base and stuff. It's a military base. I don't know any military brats in here that know what I'm talking about. But you have to go through this like not a toll bridge, but it's like kind of like that. A guy in the booth, they strapped up, right? If there were perceived terroristic threats, right, they would shut the whole base down. So there'd be a long line. You can't even get back on base because they did like checks on everybody in the car to make sure who are you bringing on the base and shit like that, like checkpoints. Yes, exactly. It's kind of like I'm glad you said that word. Kind of like a DUI checkpoint, very similar, right? They would shut the whole shit down. They're checking everybody in the car because maybe there's a threat or they got a bomb threat, whatever happened, right? This is military brat life. That same, when they had these military alpha, these like codes, to shut shit down, that's what Team Joshua need to do right now when it comes to interviews. They should shut down all interviews because the more they talk, the worse it's getting from the perception of fans, because some of this stuff is not adding up. I don't know if they remember what was said, but it's not all adding up. They should just shut it all down and do interviews only on their terms. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too many different things. It's like getting bad. I don't have nothing against Joshua. I don't have nothing against Eddie Hearn. If I see him, I see him. Like, I would interview him. I would work with. I don't care about none of that. I care about the truth. You can't handle the truth. You know what I mean? I don't care about none of it. But with what they're saying, there's too many things swirling around, and it doesn't look right. In my honest opinion, of all opinions, it doesn't look right. AJ saying one thing, Eddie Hearn saying something else. Eddie Hearn saying one thing 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago. Today he's saying something different. Barry Hearn saying this, Eddie Hearn saying this. Joshua saying I don't want to fight Povetkin. I want to fight Wilder next. Eddie Hearn saying, oh, Povetkin's likely next. Like, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Double talk. And then, like, just listen to what people say. Eddie Hearn, he's giving you the game. Eddie Hearn, he says something like, oh, I think we can get away with another one before Wilder. He said that. Who would say that? If you wanted to fight Wilder next, why would you say we can get away with another one? Why would you say that? Why would you say, I think we could get away with another one before we fight Wilder? If you didn't plan on getting away with another one. If you knew that the demand was so high and all the fans wanted was Joshua Wilder, then why would you say we can get away with another one? Rice Walker, you in the hot seat. You or me, we true gladiators, gladiator style, and I'm Russell Crowe. Are you not entertained? Rice Walker. He says, why wouldn't he fight Povetkin though? Why would he? I gotta make an example out of one of y'all. and you the next contestant on that Summer Jam screen, why would he fight Povetkin over Wilder? You say your speech, I'll say mine. We'll see who has the better one. Yeah, okay. You said, why wouldn't he fight? Why wouldn't AJ fight? That's what you telling me, huh? You saying, why wouldn't he fight Povetkin, huh? Okay. You tell me why he should fight Povetkin, and I'll tell you why he should fight Wilder. Why would he fight Povetkin? So now you're switching up after I called you out for the hot seat? Or was that somebody else? Hold on. Oh, no, okay. Rice Walker. We still have it. I thought someone else responded. Rice Walker says it would sell out Moscow Stadium, 90,000. Then AJ could fight Wilder next at Wembley, another 90,000. So that's what you prefer. I need to get clear. Rufus put money on your head. He said $2. I bet he doesn't. He replied. I'll give him that. He replied. So you listen. I'm asking you as a fan of boxing, you're not getting paid through this. As a fan, you would prefer that sequential order that you just gave. Sell out 90,000. You telling me about another man's money, which I don't give a fuck about. Unless tell the day that they give me 90,000 or I turn profit off the 90,000 2 times. Why are you telling me about that? I'm not getting that. You're not getting that because you're a fan. Does it say Matchroom on your name tag? Okay then. Does it say Team Wilder, or is your last name Finkel or Wilder? No. So why do you care about them doing 90,000 2 times? So I'm gonna ask you again. Walker. I'm Daywalker. I'm Blade. Frost. I got my serum too. As a fan, I'm gonna ask you again, and please respond. As a fan, do you prefer to see AJ sell out 90,000 as you documented in Moscow versus Povetkin, or whatever numbers he's gonna do versus Wilder in the UK, let's say? Walker, that's to you. If he fights Povetkin first, then he can fight Wilder twice. I'm not listening to anything you say. Strike one. I'm asking you a question. As a fan, you see how hard it is for them to answer, right? As a fan of boxing, which I'm presuming you're here because you're on a channel called Boxingego, right? As a fan of boxing, do you prefer him to fight Povetkin, A, or B, Wilder next? You see how they always deflect? I'm asking you a direct question, so hopefully we can get, after you got your strike one, hopefully we can get a direct answer. As a fan of boxing, do you prefer Mr. Walker? It all could have been different, Mr. Walker. You should have let nature take its course. In the end, it will anyway. So let me in the fucking... You don't know that movie. Mr. Walker, as a fan, do you prefer him to fight Povetkin next in front of whatever crowd, or Wilder in front of whatever crowd? That is my direct question to you. So please don't deflect, and please just answer that aspect of the question. Please. Exactly. Lacey know what I'm talking about. See how they always deflect from the... but Povetkin, he got money. I'm not asking it. Okay, so you say Povetkin first, then he will fight Wilder in December anyway. 2 more AJ fights in 2018, therefore I would like to see him fight Povetkin first. Walker about to get walked out. Yeah, you know those walkers with the little tennis balls on the bottom? Well, he's the tennis ball on the bottom. He's about to get drugged. So you just admitted that as a fan, you would rather see him fight Povetkin. Now, my question is why? Like, you're telling me about, oh, he'll fight Wilder next. Not why, as a fan, do you want to see him fight? See, we're going to break him down slowly. As a fan, why do you prefer that fight? Don't tell me about, oh, he's going to fight and he could double up on his money and 90,000 here and then 90,000. That's not fan talk. That's business talk about how much money they're making. I'm not making it. You're not making it. That's what they're making. So as a fan, tell me why you would want the Povetkin. You see, they try to play semantics, but see, I'm smarter. I had a high GPA. I'm smarter than this game that you're trying to play, right? As a fan, why do you like the fight? I don't care about 90,000. I don't care about 5,000. I don't care about Moscow Stadium first and then Wembley second. Those are all great stadiums. Those are all great. Why do you like the fight? Povetkin more than you like Joshua Wilder. And next. Walker crazy. Damn, Sarah Valdez roasting you. She said, Walker crazy, you're the only person in the world who wants to see that fight first. I don't even think those words come out of Eddie Hearn's mouth. He said Wilder's the first choice. See, I told you, we gonna batter him slowly. Because you guys have to understand, when you try to lie and deceive Ego's army, we don't like that. Because that's just rude. Flat out rude. Because you have to understand, he's speaking from a behalf that Anthony Joshua himself is not even speaking. Anthony Joshua himself says, I don't want to fight Povetkin next. I want to fight Deontay Wilder next. So you're the only person, not even the fighter in question who might fight Povetkin next, is saying what you are saying. So we all, I got big ears. We all ears over here. Call me Dumbo. Because you're saying something that Joshua's not even saying. Joshua was in a car with a black do-rag with some other dude, and he did that interview in the car in the passenger seat, and he said, I'm not worried about Povetkin. I want to fight Wilder next. After the fight, when he fought Joseph Parker and beat him, bravo, he says, if you could fight anyone next, who would you fight? He says, Wilder or Tyson Fury. So you're coming from a standpoint that Joshua's not even coming from. Let's see what he put. My favorite fighter is David Price, strike 2, who Povetkin knocked out in Cardiff. I was there. I want to see AJ knock him out before Wilder. Really? So now because Povetkin beat... Now, so are you David Price's brother or something? So now you don't care about the importance of boxing. You don't care about Undisputed. You just have your own personal Van Damme kickboxer. Tong Po, he beat my brother. Like, you have this own personal vendetta because your boy David Price got knocked into oblivion. So you don't care about... So again, you're a man fan because you're a fan of David Price. You don't care about the sake of boxing. You don't care what's important for the whole sport of boxing. So why don't you want to see Joshua fight Erkan Tepper? See, I know my boxing. I know David Price. You boys can't beat me. I seen the David Price chopper suit. He got that big ass suit on for no reason. I know he's a big dude. Why are you wearing that suit? Right? I know boxing. So why don't you want to see Anthony Joshua versus Erkan Tepper? Because not only did he knock out David Price, he did it and he cheated and he failed a drug test. So why don't you want to see that fight? Why you want to see Povetkin? Povetkin was like one of the later people to knock out Povetkin. Why don't you want to see Anthony Joshua versus Tony Thompson? Because he knocked out David Price and he did it twice. David Price had a chance to do it again. He got knocked out a second time. He hurt Thomas. He hurt him. He hurt Tony Thompson, right? But then he got knocked out twice by him. Thompson knocked him out. Why don't you want to see AJ versus him? That's the silly reason. David Price is my guy, and he got knocked out. He been knocked out. Several people knocked him out. You a man fan. You don't care what's right for boxing. You just want to see revenge or some stupid shit. These young boys can't beat me. Is that a strike 2 or is that a strike 2? So he cares about his own selfish reason. Oh, David Price. You know what I'm saying? That's stupid. That's like me saying, I don't want to see. Let's think of a good example. I'm gonna think of a good example. Let's say I don't want to see Mayweather versus Pacquiao, right? I don't want to see that fight because Sergio Martinez is my favorite fighter, and I want to see Mayweather defeat Antonio Margarito because Antonio Margarito knocked out Sergio Martinez. You see how dumb that is? So I don't care about the sport of boxing. I don't care that Mayweather Pacquiao is the biggest fight of all time, right? I don't care about what the fans have been wanting for 5-6 years. I care about Floyd fighting Antonio Margarito at that point because Margarito knocked out my guy Sergio Martinez. I love Sergio Martinez. Big fan. Big Matavia fan, right? So I got to see Margarito versus Floyd, which at that point would have been a stupid fight, maybe years ago. But at the time he fought Pacquiao, nobody wanted to see that. But I want to see Margarito with his fucking eye falling out, solely because he beat a guy that I like. This logic, these fans, they're weaker than the excuses that I'm hearing. This is some weak shit. Point blank, period. You have your own because David Price is my guy. So you don't care about what's right. You care about vengeance for David Price. I can understand, like, let's say David Price got beat up by the police, like police brutality. And you're like, oh, David Price lives matter or some shit. I can understand standing up for something like that. You standing up because a guy a combat fighter in combat got knocked out by another guy. That's why you want to see him fight him first. And the thing is, this is how I know you're a man fan. Because at the end of the day, Joshua could still fight Povetkin. Eddie Hearn's confident that he'll knock out Wilder. Joshua said he got more heart and smarts than Wilder. So why can't he knock out Wilder like him and his team have said, right? And then go after Povetkin. And then you'll get your justice. And then boxing gets its justice because the rightful fight happened first with no interference. And see, this is another reason. I'm a truthful boxing fan, right? Shout out to Rufus, $2 super chat. He said, you shouldn't have even responded, bro. These young boys can't beat me. I promise you that. Because listen to where they're coming from. Listen where their logic is coming from, people. Hold on one second. I gotta take this autofocus. This should keep going on and off. Hold on. Young boys can't beat me. You don't care about boxing then. You care about your favorites. That's man fan shit. You just proved you're a man fan in front of all these people. Smash the like button. If you care more about David Price getting justice than what's right for boxing and another great fight and a more lucrative fight and all that, then you're a man fan. You're a man fan of David Price. That's crazy. I never even heard this stuff. But anyway, either way, he can still fight. His team says they'll knock out Wilder, get that done, and then avenge Povetkin. Povetkin can take a stay busy fight, and then still be the mandatory for Joshua. If Joshua beats Wilder, the mandatory ain't going nowhere. Right? So Povetkin's still going to be the mandatory. So you can still get ultimately what you want. You can ultimately get what you want. All Joshua has to do is retain his title. Povetkin's still the mandatory. Boom. So that's how I know you're not a fan of boxing. You're a fan of a man. You a man fan. Okay. Smash the like button. Yeah, well, I told you this is going to be a slow burn for Walker. He getting walked all over. You a doormat. Yeah, you Walker, all right. Because we stomping all over you with this argument. Like, you talking about David Price. Why doesn't Joshua just fight Erkan Tepper or Tony Thompson? They knocked out Price too. Now he says, fair enough, bro. I win. You conceded. Listen, should we just put him in timeout? Should we put him in timeout? He just gave up. He just said, fair enough, bro. That's how you know. That's how you know we won. That's how you know he got an L. Since he admitted his L, hey, Finkley, you gotta calm down. I keep seeing you clap people. It's too premature. We in the middle of it. Ronald Finkley, I gotta revoke your shooter privilege. You can't keep doing it. Don't do it so quick. Let the fans vote. The fans gotta vote. Shooter's getting trigger happy. What did you do? Did you put him in timeout? Okay, he just put him in timeout. That's what the fans want, it sounds like. Cool. But Finkley, slow it up a little. Let the fans get their votes in, because ultimately they're deciding. He already got killed in the hot seat. We know that. But let the fans decide on his fate, because he at least waved a white flag. So I'm gonna give the fans an opportunity to see. But anyway, he can come back. He's in timeout. But y'all got to stop with these silly strawman arguments and like personal vendettas. Joshua Wilder is a bigger fight. It's a better fight. It's a more meaningful fight. So if you want to see Joshua fight a guy who's a non-champion to satisfy a mandatory, but you don't want to see Joshua fight a knockout puncher, a bigger puncher than Povetkin, in my opinion, who is a champion, who is undefeated, unlike Povetkin, who lost to Klitschko, then pretty much you're a man fan. You don't really care about the growth of the sport. You don't care what's right for the sport. You care about your own agenda, and we're not about that. Got the stiffy, blicky, got the icky, got the sicky, what the fitty, yeah, man. So that's just my opinion. We know what the fight is that fans want to see. It's Joshua Wilder. And see, listen, props to Povetkin. One of the reasons I don't want to see the Povetkin fight next is because Povetkin's a good fighter and he's a big puncher. And I'm not opposed to seeing that fight in the future, but I don't want to see somebody come in and ruin the fight we've already been marinating, which is Joshua Wilder, which could happen. It could happen. And I don't want to chance it. These promoters are doing too much. We've seen this. Juanma Lopez should have fought Gamboa. Then Juanma got knocked out in Puerto Rico twice by Orlando Salido, who Gamboa beat. Boxing's weird like that. I don't want to see Povetkin or all these in-between fights and then somebody comes in and beats Wilder or beats Joshua. Now they both don't get these paychecks. Now they both don't get to show us when they were both undefeated, looking invincible, what would have happened. I don't like that. Even Mayweather Pacquiao. Marquez knocked out Pacquiao in between. But that knockout hadn't come until after we had already wanted to see Mayweather Pacquiao. I don't want excuses. I don't want those types of excuses. Oh, Joshua had already been knocked out, or he arguably lost to Povetkin and they robbed Povetkin, or Wilder, he looked horrible versus Dominique Brazil, or whatever the outcomes are. That's why they need to fight each other and need to fight them now, period. Hearn talking about it's all on Wilder. People don't even believe this stuff. They don't even believe it anymore. Hearn says, Joshua Povetkin deal close. Wilder's time is running out. Oh, okay. Listen, I told you. I guess I'm Cleo of boxing. Call now for your free redone. Because I'm predicting all of this shit. AJ versus Povetkin is not official. I repeat, it is not official. There's nothing come out that says this is absolutely the next fight. Wilder still has an opportunity, I guess, to accept the Joshua whatever counter offer that they made. But I'm hearing more Povetkin. I'm hearing more positivity in the Povetkin talks with Joshua than the likelihood of Wilder Joshua happening next in September. $2 super chat. Ego, did you see Jamal's comments on Tank versus Loma? Yes, I seen that. He said that Tank has no chance. I think he might have said he's a little boy or something. No chance versus Lomachenko. I actually disagree with him on that. And you know what I mean? That's his opinion. He's entitled to his opinion. He's a great fighter himself. So he has his reason for feeling that. I don't agree with that. I think that Tank absolutely has a shot with Lomachenko. Not saying I would absolutely favor him to beat Lomachenko, but from everyone I've talked to, they vouch for Tank's power. And if you have that type of explosive power and the mean streak that Tank has, then you definitely have a shot. I wouldn't say... I understand what Charlo's saying in terms of experience and levels. Lomachenko has all of that. He has all of that. He has an advantage. He's had belts in 3 weight classes now. Tank hasn't. He's a 2-time champion in the same weight class, but he has experiences. But again, there's other factors. So I did hear what Charlo said, but I'm not of that same thinking. But then you have to also put it in perspective. Charlo has had issue with Broner and Tank. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he's able to separate that entirely. I don't know. You have to ask him that. But I know he hasn't always been on the same wavelength as what's his name? Tank. So he might be throwing that, you know what I mean, and saying it even stronger because he don't like the dude, maybe. I don't know. But I personally think Tank has a shot with Lomachenko. Especially, and see, this is the other thing. For me personally, I'm just speaking on me. This is, you know what I mean, my opinion of the situation. You guys can agree with Charlo, you can agree with me, you can be in the middle. Doesn't matter. My personal opinion is this. If I were to say that Tank had no shot, it would have been before the Linares fight. But after watching the Linares fight, he got a shot. Because I can't watch that fight, see a human side of Lomachenko, see some vulnerability, and then just count and write off Tank totally. I can understand Lomachenko, he's going to be the favorite. If he fights Tank, he's going to be anytime soon, he's going to be the favorite. Because he's doing great things in a short amount of time. We know he's a gold medalist twice. But after watching Linares, he definitely has a chance. So even if I were to say that he had no chance, it would have been before the Linares fight. But after what I seen the Linares fight, Tank got a shot to me. That's my rebuttal. That's my thoughts. Drake versus Pusha T, who wins? Ain't no telling. I mean, I think Pusha T, his response garnered more attention. Like, oh, totally. Duppy Freestyle was dope. But people making memes about Drake now. So it's different. So I give Pusha the first round, but I can't say who wins, and I don't know what the future holds with their diss. What if Drake comes with some ether level of clapback? You know what I mean? I can't really tell you who's going to win, and they just have to beast it out, and they don't see who wins. Showtime been killing? Absolutely. Listen. Let me talk a little more about this Pusha T shit. The more I think about it, the more I give Pusha round one, right? Here's why. Do y'all want to know? Do y'all want to know why I give Pusha T round one? Because at first I was like, oh, it's close. Ooh, it's close. But as I started thinking about it more, I'm giving Pusha round one. If y'all want to know why I'm giving Pusha round one, say hell yeah. Because I need to know who wants to hear about this. Because I was in the middle of talking about boxing. So, if y'all want to detour, I want to know that the fans want to hear it. Okay, so fans, there's a couple people. All right, this is why I give Pusha round one. I like Duppy Freestyle. I actually told my homies about it. I said, oh, Drake was killing. Check this out. I'm going to let it. He said, keep playing with my name. I'm going to make it ring on you like Virginia Williams. That was dope. The reason I give Pusha round one is because his thing... Drake's was just more like in your face, what you see is what you get. Pusha T planted a time bomb with the fucking detonator. You know what I'm saying? Here, let me give you an analogy. Have you ever I've had girlfriends and we got in an argument. This is not a truthful story, but I'm just going to make up some fake argument. Let's say me and my ex, we're arguing. And I'm saying stuff, oh, you're stupid, like, blatant insults, just I hate you, you're stupid, whatever I'm saying, right? That's cool. I got her, haha. That's why you got arrested for stealing makeup when you were 15. You know what I mean? Something that's just childish or whatever. Cool. That's gonna hurt. But women are very smart. They're going to hit you with that time bomb. They're gonna have an insult and say it, and at the time they say it, you're like, oh, that shit was weak. But then a week later, you're going to be in your car driving and remember what she said, and that time bomb's going to go off. Boom. Oh, shit. And then that's when it's going to hit you. You might start crying in the car. He going to cry in the car because it's that type of insult. It's that time bomb type. Women will get you. Women are vicious. They'll hit you with that vitriol that doesn't even hurt when they say, you're like, oh, what? You don't even think it's shit. But then when you think about it, after the argument's done, and then it explodes in your mind, and you start thinking, you in the car, I hate you, Mariah. You know what I'm saying? You hate Mariah because that shit just explode. Like they'll say, I don't even know. That's why your mom didn't go to any of your basketball games when you was a kid. You're like, oh shit, my mom didn't go to basketball. Fuck you. And you start thinking while you driving, yeah, how come my mama didn't go to my basketball games as a kid? I hate you, Mariah, and I hate my mama. Like, that shit just gonna hit you out of nowhere. that detonation. That's what Pusha T did. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gonna hit you in. Your mama didn't go to your basketball game and you got kicked off of varsity. You couldn't hack it. I could have, man. I was supposed to be on varsity, but the coach was tripping. He didn't like me. And then you start thinking about that later. You're like, yeah, why they kick me off the varsity team? Why I go back to JV? How come my mama didn't come? She didn't even go to my home games. She was watching Family Feud. You're going to think about all that, and she killed you. She killed you in the argument. She won. Women are smart. Women do that type of shit. This shit don't feel like nothing. You're like, my mom didn't go to my game. this bitch, mama didn't. That shit gonna hit you. When you start thinking about what she said, why would she say that? My mama didn't go to no home games. Like, that's gonna hit you. That's what the Pusha shit did. The more I start thinking about it, I'm like, oh, he got him. He insulted your whole family tree. How do you do? This is a family tree. Branches. He went to each branch to pick off somebody. He went to each branch. He talked about your daddy. Dennis, stay off the gram. And that was a play on words. Dennis Graham, Aubrey Graham, the Graham family. That's the last name. Stay off the gram, Instagram. He talking about he left you when you was 5. Your daddy got ether. He went at your mom. How come she never been married? How come she settled in relationships for a motherfucker that would leave her? He talked about your best friend, OVO 40 hunched over like he 80. Tick, tick, tick. How much time he got? That boy, 666. 666. I got the devil flow. He went at everybody. He went at your baby mom. Oh, she a porn star. Just love her. Claim her. Claim your kid. You a deadbeat. You playing deadbeat motherfucker playing Border Patrol. Bro. He went at everybody. He went at everybody you love. OVO 40 with the hits. Your producer. Your baby mom that you don't want to claim. Your son that you... So his shit hit the hardest because people are... Listen. It's not a game over here, man. It's not a game. Motherfuckers think it's a game. Yeah, no, you think it's a game. Listen, they did the Brenda Got a Baby. Look. Hey. They hit him. Bro, that's on my Instagram. Somebody remixed Tupac, Brenda Got a Baby, Brenda Barely Got a Brain. And they put Drake's face over that. They hit you with the Brenda Got a Baby. If y'all don't know, for non-hip-hop motherfuckers, Brenda Got a Baby is a story, you know what I mean? Folklore rap from Tupac, where he's talking about a girl, poverty-stricken. She was raped, had a baby, threw the baby in the trash can. They hitting Drake with. I keep seeing stuff like that. Just like J.R.R. Smith is getting ethered for his mistake in the game. The internet's killing Drake off of this baby shit. I keep seeing these funny memes and stuff. So I think Pusha T won because his shit is creating all of this. You know what I mean? Brenda got a baby. Brenda barely got a brain. She couldn't change in the figure. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's hitting. It's like I said, that females be doing that time bomb. He hit you with shit talking about you a deadbeat, talking about basically your papa was a deadbeat, so it was passed down from generational. Yeah, that's damn. So that's why I give him. And at first when I heard it, I was like, that was dope. But the more I start thinking about it, I'm like, you got to get pushed around because look at what look what snowballed from it. Another thing that's important is from a rap battle standpoint, you got to look at it, is Pusha T, how does it that he revealed shit that people didn't know? So he exposed some skeletons in your closet, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like that blackface picture, the minstrel show. I ain't never seen those pictures of Drake. I don't know why the fuck he did that. He tried to explain, I was trying to show that it's hard for black actors to get work, but you don't even look black damn near. You know what I'm saying? Like, so is that the real reason you did that? No, you know what I'm saying? So you look crazy. You look, you know what I mean, very fair skinned. So was it really hard for you to get roles? Your motherfucker was in Degrassi in a wheelchair. So is that the real reason? But anyway, I had never seen those pictures ever. So he came with some dirt from your closet. And then the same thing with the porn star. I think I heard about that on Media Takeout, but nobody was really talking about it. So the fact that he put it on blast, you got to get pushed around. The other thing is story of Adidon or whatever. Adidon is the name of Drake's upcoming deal with Adidas, his shoe. So now he made his name synonymous with your endorsement deal. Right? That's like Oscar De La Hoya's fishnet pictures, and you somehow link that to his new endorsement deal with Hublot. Like the fishnet watch, and like nobody knew about the fishnet pictures, and you somehow tie it in. Now your diss is synonymous with his launch of a product. Pusha T was more strategic. I gotta give him the round. That's it. But anyway, back to Joshua Wilder. That's his shoe coming out. And now you made your diss. If you think of Adidas and Adidon, you're going to think of Pusha's diss. Because it's called Story of Adidon. Period. Anyway, Joshua, it sounds like he might fight Povetkin. I think that's the wrong move. I think he should fight that boy Wilder. But we'll see. It's not 100%. Anything can happen in boxing. But it is what it is. Who's Ron? He need the hot seat? I'm ready. Who's Ron? All right, Captain Ron. All right, Kurt Russell. Come on, Captain Ron. He says, what happened to Wilder to KO Joshua? Laughing my ass off. Laughing at your own jokes before anyone else has the opportunity to laugh at them. Now, all of a sudden, y'all Wilder fans scared hell he'll lose a decision. If you're confident in your guy, it shouldn't matter where the fight takes place. What are you talking about? He said he'll fight in the UK. Listen, he's scared. He said got seat, but he means hot seat. Hot seat for having my own opinion, I suppose, but okay. Yeah, for having your opinion. That's what we do over here. You have your opinion, and nobody know what the fuck you talking about. Don't back out the blocks now. You in the hot seat. What are you talking? Who's scared to see Wilder fight in the UK? I haven't heard one Wilder fan in this stream say Wilder shouldn't take the fight in the UK. No one's arguing about the fight happening in the UK. The only thing that I've seen in this stream is people talking about the fight should happen next. I haven't really. So who are you really arguing with? We'll do a vote. We'll do a vote right now. Let's settle this. Does anyone have a problem with where the fight takes place, UK or USA? Does anyone care where the fight takes place more so than the fight not happening? Yes or no? Who would just rather see the fight? If you don't care where the fight, does anyone have a problem with the fight taking place in either location as long as it happens? Look, here's what they think about you. Now that we established that, you on your own, Captain Ron. What are you talking about? Nobody cares if the fight, I don't care if Wilder go, it can happen in AJ's barbershop for all I care. Hey, can I get a number 2 with the 1 on the side? I don't care where it happens. They could be sweeping up hair in the barbershop, Wilder windmilling or whatever the fuck y'all think y'all doing. It could happen in the barbershop. I don't care. Someone was on here saying the fight would be fixed in the UK. Bro, so you're going to argue with the one random person that said that? I'm showing you, Ego Army, most of us don't care where the fight happens. So you're going to pick the one person that you claim is saying that it would be fixed. And then you're going to say y'all tripping, or y'all Wilder groupies, but only one person is saying that. So why would you attribute that to all Wilder's fans? Strike one. You got to do better. What are you talking about? No one cares where I can't say no one, but the vast majority, you just seen the vote. The vast majority, I haven't seen that even be an argument. I didn't put myself in the hot seat. You did, but okay. Strike two. You scared. The other thing is this. What you said has nothing to do with being a groupie, and the only reason that someone would probably fear the UK is because you look at some of Joshua's past fights and you look at some of the UK fights. So that is probably a concern. You know what I mean? Carl Froch, in my opinion, lost to Andre Dirrell. They didn't give Dirrell the fight. Joshua versus Takam, I don't think that was a rightful stoppage. The Joseph Parker fight with AJ, every time he got on the inside, fucking Mario Brothers, the Italian referee, it's me, Mario. Motherfucker was stopping the action. So I can understand the concern there, but again, people are still willing to see the fight. I haven't seen majority of the people say, damn, Walker was in the hot seat earlier, but he wasn't. He waved a white flag and he back in now. He said, "You a pussy, Captain Ron." He came back. He came back with a vengeance. It's not even that bad. Like, bro, no one cares if Wilder fights him in the UK for the most part. Maybe a couple guys, but that hasn't been a point of. People want to see the guys get a fair deal or whatever deal it'll take for them both to fight, and they want to see them fight. That's the overall overwhelming consensus that I get, is people want to see the fight. The $50 million in the US, that's just where the money can be produced to quantify and justify Joshua getting that much. That's where it could be produced. If Wilder wanted to fight, he would have been fighting AJ in the UK, but Wilder turned down the fight. Okay, strike three, here's why. You're saying he turned down the fight. One, he has a pending counter offer, which we don't know. So we can't say, we don't even know his decision if he's turning down. Second, the only thing that he has turned down openly is the 12.5 million flat rate. So since the only on record deal that we know about to know if it's good or the implications of the deal is the 12.5 million flat, and you're blaming him for not taking that, now you argue from the standpoint of why he should take that. Because you're saying he turned down the fight, so he must be scared. So why should he take 12.5 million flat, no pay-per-view? You're up. This is your third strike, but I'm gonna give you the bonus round. Why should he have taken the deal that you're saying he didn't? Don't have these sidebar arguments, Captain Ron. See, this is about to be a mutiny. We about to throw you overboard. Because Ego Army, we a bunch of pirates. We some raiders. And we raiding your ship right now, Captain Ron. We coming for your treasure, Captain Ron. Remember how Kurt Russell in the movie Captain Ron, he had that patch? We putting the patch over our eyes because we some raiders. We the pirates. Arr, you best start coming with the excuses, mate. Walk the plank. You better walk pirates booty. Paul. We coming for your treasure because we the pirates on this side. We're going to throw you overboard to the sharks. Let the sharks get you. Captain Hook shit. So, why should they have taken 12.5? Look at Shaky, baby. We the pirates. Ego, you high? Block him. I'm going to show you how high I am. Mr. Raha, you blocked. Shooters, clap Mr. Raha. What is me being... How I'm not even acting like I'm high. You guys, what are you smoking that makes you kill people in the hot seat? What is that? What drug does that? What are you talking about? Am I high? Always saying stupid shit. Get Raha out of here. Shooters clapped him. Okay. Now we back to the last remaining survivor. We taking over the ship. Hey. Captain Ron. Captain Ron. Hey. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain of this ship. I'm the captain of this ship. You Captain Phillips. I'm the captain of the ship now. Captain Ron, I'm the captain. Look at me. I'm the captain. And I don't even look like that Somali dude. He look horrible. You know what I'm saying? They talk about my looks, but we still some Somali pirates. I'm the captain now. So, where's your answer? Why should he have taken it? I'm still here. Y'all not scaring me away. Bro, stop stalling. Why should Wilder have taken the fight deal that you said he ducked? Your boy is running. See, you won't answer the question though. Strike 4. Why should Wilder have taken 12.5 flat? That's the deal that you said he ducked. John McRoy, Block him. McGrory. He trying to jump in. I'm only dealing with one hot seat at a time. Wait your turn. Okay, you said your boy is ducking. We get all the... Because he's a fighter and that's his damn job, you got mad at Triple G for doing the same thing. It's been fun. If this man got an L, put your L's up. Once again, Triple G has nothing to do with Joshua or Deontay Wilder. They're not even in the same division. You're trying to compare some shit, and you can't even explain what the fuck you're saying. You're just wasting everyone's time. You got mad at Triple G. No, listen. He got an L. We know this. But once again, these young boys can't beat me. I didn't get mad at Triple G for doing the same thing because he didn't do the same thing. Shooter, stand down. He got an L, but let me get this so he can hear this without clapping him. Shooters, you will lose your shooter privilege if you clap him before the time comes. Listen, he gave himself a W. Okay, explain how it's the same thing. Explain how I got mad at Triple G for the same thing. Explain how it's the same thing. We in the bonus round. If you don't get this right, the fans have already voted you off. Shooters, do not block Captain Ron. I gotta hear this. And then after, I will let you guys know when it comes time. Okay? So how is the Triple G scenario the same thing? Captain Ron, you just got voted off, but I'm gonna spare you. Then you can walk the plank. How is the Triple G Canelo situation the same thing? Because you said I got mad. First of all, I'm not mad. Why would I be mad? I don't give a fuck who Triple G fights. Don't pay my bills. I'm going to be all right regardless. I wasn't mad anyway. Just because I'm emphatically speaking or passionate, I don't mean I'm mad. I'm not mad. When I hit record, I turn up, do my thing, keep it pushing. But I'm not mad. I'll be going on dates after these videos and chilling, and you know what I mean, enjoying time with my family and shit. Like, I'm not mad. And oh, what's wrong with you? I sleep like a baby, so I'm not mad. But second of all, how is it analogous? How is this synonymous? These two scenarios, Canelo Triple G and Wilder turning down 12.5 million. I gotta hear this, Captain Ron. For switching up, not staying true to his words. Wilder talking about fighting anybody, anytime. But when you big AJ Buffet come money becomes an issue all of a sudden, just like Triple G with Canelo. What in the fuck does that mean? I asked you what the similarities of the situations that you claim, and you talking about hometown buffet or some shit. What are you talking about buffets for? What is that? What is that? Warren Buffett buffet? What are you talking about? A big run-on scent. I don't know what he was talking about. He's like, you go to Vegas, they got the buffet at the Palms. Rio's buffet is pretty good too. What are you talking about? What does buffet have anything to do with anything? And what the fuck is what is an AJ buffet? That sounds sus. Oh yeah, you want some of this AJ buffet. Hey, I don't know what type of fetishes or fantasies you may have. Fucking ludicrous. What's your fantasy looking ass? I wanna lick from the head. I wanna get you in the Georgia Dome. That's motherfucker. That AJ buffet. What the fuck is that? That's some man fan talk. I don't talk that talk. I wanna get you in the Georgia Dome on the 50-yard line while the Dirty Bird kick for tree. And if you want it in the DJ Booth or in the back of the VIP, whipped cream and strawberries on top. Lick it, don't stop. What are you talking? What is an AJ buffet? I have a fetish for feet, dummy. Man, you got a fetish for boys. Dummy, you the dummy. Now you want to talk name? Okay, we could talk that talk too. You the dummy. You a crash dummy because you flying out the whip. What are you talking about? You want to talk name? Okay, I can talk that. This ain't Ellie Seckback. This ain't what you used to. I talk back to the fans. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he don't, but I'm gonna give you what you want. How you want it. I'm a dummy, you a dummy. You a crash test dummy. Fly out the whip. No seatbelt. You talk crazy, I'll talk crazy. That's where I'm from. I'm from the Bay. This is how we do. You seen what the Warriors did yesterday. You said it's going to be easy, right? This ain't Birdo. This ain't what you used to. I'm going to get it in with you. You want to call, I'm a dummy, but you the one looking like a dummy. Motherfucker, I'm a ventriloquist. You the dummy. You Chucky. I'm a good guy. You the good guy dog. What are you talking about? You want to get greasy? I'll get greasy. Okay. How you want it? Talking crazy. Okay. See, that's what they had to do. They had to start going to name call. Oh, you big dummy. I'm a dummy, but you looking crazier than ever. And I told my shooters not to shoot you. We just holding off on it. It's only a matter of time. We coming. Remember how they was coming from Bin Laden? We coming. You could be in all the caves you want. You can hide all you casuals. We coming. We pirates. We take over ships. I'm the captain. I'm the captain now. Simon D, hey Ego, stop this bullshit live stream. No, you leave my stream. You leave my stream. Simon says, Ego says, you leave the stream. I'm not listening to what the fuck you talking about. Ego, stop this bullshit stream. I'm on the bullshit live stream. You tell me to go to another channel, but you here. Why would you be here on the bullshit stream? See, I take two guys at one. Pause. I take them both on at the same time. We giving y'all bunk beds. Bunk bed caskets. 2-for-1 deal. What does Eddie Hearn's interview from today have to do with anything? What interview? What? No, I didn't see no. I seen his interview with Sky Sports. That's the only thing I'm talking about. We got bunk bed caskets. Simon says you lose. Where's this Captain Ron fool at? You said I'm a dummy, you the dummy. Where you at? What am I watching a new Hearn interview for? He just did an interview on Sky Sport. What did he say? What am I supposed to be observing or whatever that he said on this latest interview? Double homicide, Law and Order. What did he say? Y'all tell me. I haven't seen it. Mosquito, he in that ass. He said, you dumb. Bunk bed caskets is the funniest shit ever. It's what it is. They getting bunk bed caskets. What did Eddie Hearn say in this new interview? This groundbreaking interview? Because I'm talking about his other interview. His dad's meeting with Shelly Finkel in New York today? Okay, what does that mean? I already knew that. Listen, you guys, these young boys can't beat me. I said, I don't know. I already knew that. What does that mean? What does that mean? That mean he's not fighting Povetkin? Is that what? That mean he signed Wilder to DAZN? What? Like, you guys act like you had something new for me. Who on DAZN? Who got signed to DAZN? Is Wilder Joshua happening next? You tell me to watch someone else's interview, but does it tell me that? Is he not fighting Povetkin next? What are we talking about? You guys ask, oh, watch the interview. Did he say he's not fighting Povetkin and the Wilder's a done deal? Because if not, then there's no groundbreaking, there's not no breaking news to me. I already knew he was meeting with Shelly Finkel in New York. What does that mean? He gave Wilder 2 weeks. What does that mean? He gave Wilder 2 weeks? We know that. He said that the other day to the express.co.uk. He blaming on Wilder again. But they turned down $50 million to fight in the UK. They said, oh, it's a strong offer, but it's not going to change Joshua's life. So what? Captain Ron, you got buried, my dude. I choose live stream over foot porn. That's saying a lot. Get him the fuck out of here. Shooters, y'all can clap. I'm done with him. Captain Ron can go. He ain't talking about nothing. He talking about porn, foot porn. He got a foot fetish. And he called Joshua a buffet. I'm done. I've already made my point. He a pinata. All the candy falling out right now. I'm done. He's talking about Pornhub or something. That's how you know, man. These dudes act like they have so many points, and I'm so ratch, and like I'm horrible, and I'm not talking about nothing. I'm not making any sense. And then look at their arguments. Do you hear me? Not when I'm mocking somebody, but do you hear me switching? And then, hey, why should Joshua fight Wilder next? And then I start talking about foot porn, foot fetishes, Pornhub, RedTube, BangBros.com. Do you ever hear my arguments sound like that? When someone's asking me a direct question, Joshua Wilder, why should it happen? And somehow I start talking about Black China sex tape or Pornhub or something. My arguments have nothing to do with it. That's why these dudes is bums. They're wooden tops. They have no life. They come back under miscellaneous accounts, and these young boys can't beat me. Period. Because they're not talking about nothing. They're talking about porno. Go back to your porno and your when I'm jacking off with Jergens and do all that weird stuff you talk about. I'm here to talk boxing. Pensacola, we talk tonight. Bay Area, we talk tonight. Period. You never hear me argue like that, and then I start talking about porno and foot fetishes in the middle of that, or talk about men being buffets. I'm not doing it. I want to eat sushi off of AJ. He's in impeccable shape. What? What is an AJ buffet? Like, what are you talking about, bro? My arguments never sound like this. But the casuals, this is what they arguments sound like. Talking about AJ buffet? What? What the hell is an AJ buffet? And then they say I'm the dick rider. I ain't never said shit about Wilder being a buffet, looking like a snack. I ain't never said no. That boy Wilder looking like a snack over there. I ain't never said no shit like that. And y'all gonna say I'm the one that's a dick rider, but you saying guys look like snacks and all types of shit. Oh, look at snack size AJ over there. AJ looking like a snack. Fake ass Chris Eubank ass voice. No, AJ looking like a snack. What? What are y'all really talking, man? Just ignore them, ego. Come on, man. Bro, don't watch me. Listen, you don't change the programming. If you don't like it, you don't like when I put people in a hot seat, don't watch it. I don't know what to tell you. They always try to navigate the stream how they want it to be. Oh man, come on, ego. Why? Why spend time? Why watch me spend time to tell me what I'm doing wrong? To tell me not to do it. The fans like it. The engagement's there. The paychecks is good. Like, I'm doing what we want to do in boxing. Period. You guys keep telling me, why are you doing this? Why are you watching me do this? Just come on, ego. Back to boxing, goddammit. I'm trying to talk boxing. And if you don't like what we talking about, Mike Tyson told you, change the station. I'm ecstatic. I'm happy. I'm happy. The tooth is coming out. I got a pigeon coop and change the station. I'm talking to you. I want to talk to you. We putting man fans in the coffin. You don't like to see people get put in the coffin, then don't watch people get put in the coffin, because that's what you gonna get over here. The Mac is back. Shout out to Tyson Fury. I'm coming with the Fury. I'm coming with the Fury too. Talk Mexican horsehair gloves. So I did a video about it. You guys should check that out first. You know, because the stream's going all different directions. Terrence Crawford wants to use puncher's gloves. He's moving up in weight. He wants to use puncher's gloves versus Jeff Hearn, like the Mexican horsehair gloves with different padding. The padding kind of conforms around your knuckle. A lot of punchers, big punchers, oftentimes prefer those gloves because the way their punches feel, the way it feels when they connect. And you have the guy moving up in weight who wants it, and you have the guy who's the big guy at the weight, Jeff Hearn, and the champion, who didn't prefer to wear the puncher gloves. That's a testament. That, to me, that shows me something. Does that indicate the outcome of the fight? Absolutely not. But that is telling. Because why would the durable, known, more of a slugger who's at the weight not want to wear those types of gloves? And that's kind of his style, to be a puncher, to be rugged, to be durable, to have his size advantage, to keep on trucking. You know what I mean? And then the guy who's people have called the runner and all this shit, it's a guy who could show ambidextrous style boxing and stuff. Why does he want the puncher glove? So that means Crawford's coming to try to make a statement. Can he do it? We're going to find out next week. Crawford wins in my opinion, yes. Jeff Hearn gets hit too much. Now Jeff Hearn has a shot. You know what I mean? He's the bigger guy. Some people think he's a bigger puncher, but timing beats a lot of that. Crawford's far more athletic. Crawford knows what to do, and if he, like, let's say he takes Jeff Hearn's power and he don't like it, if Jeff Hearn don't really badly debilitate him with single shots and that lead to him not ever being able to recover, then how is he going to beat him? Oh my gosh, another hot seat. Here, I'll give you some. Your name is School Shooter, which is definitely in my country is nothing to play with. So I don't even like that name. You want to be a school shooter? Okay, Columbine. Now we gonna Columbine you. Ego, you overhyping Crawford. Explain. How have I overhyped Crawford? Crawford is, listen, you guys say stupid shit. And a lot of times it's with the black channel, the black fighter is always there being overhyped, but they're doing all of the work. I'm the guy on the mic. You know what I'm saying? They're doing all the work. You're overhyping Floyd. He ain't shit. He's doing the work for me. He's making my job easy because he keeps proving y'all motherfuckers wrong. So you tell me how I'm overhyping Terrence Crawford. Look, Sarah Valdez, no. She said Crawford's pound for pound right now. So how am I overhyping him? Nobody believes you. So make us into believers. School shooter, explain. Crawford ain't pound for pound. LOL, Loma is. Strike one. No explanation. Do you have another response? Mr. School Shooter, how? You said I'm overhyping Crawford, and then you rebuttal with Crawford ain't pound for pound, Loma is. That's an easy strike. I'm asking you how I'm overhyping him. That's what put you in the hot seat. Not anything about Lomachenko, who's currently recovering and who would get demolished by Crawford if he moved up to 47. He would get thrashed. He can't even, he's getting knocked down by Lanata, so I would have to favor Crawford. So that's a separate subject. Crawford about to get that work from Jeff Hearn, and Spence will kill him in the ring. That's all your opinion. Strike two. How am I overhyping Crawford? You gotta do something, baby. One last thing. You have not said one thing that was factual. You've said all things that are subjective. Some people have Lomachenko 1. Some people have Crawford number 1. Right? Some people think Crawford would beat Spence. Some people think Spence would beat Crawford. It's all subjective because they haven't fought. Jeff Hearn beating Crawford, subjective. They fight next week. You have not said one fact. You typing all this shit, but have yet to say one factual thing. Ain't that a bitch? One last time. 2 strikes. You got one more. That's same rules of baseball. How have I overhyped Crawford? And you're not even answering the question. You keep saying a whole bunch of sideline shit. You making him seem like he good. Okay, so he's not good. But his only good resume names are Postal and a small Gamboa and a unified a weak division. Strike 3. Easy rebuttal. So you said his only good names. What about Felix Diaz, who had he was Olympic gold medalist, right? He had a win at 147. He arguably beat Peterson, so you didn't include him. So that's another strike. Here's another strike. You making him sound like he's good, right? What about Ndongo? Whether you like it or not, Ndongo was champion, and he was going in people's backyard and beating them, like Ricky Burns. He made Ricky Burns look like shit, and he knocked out Crawford's mandatory, Troyanovsky, in his backyard, right? So you didn't include them, so you're already off topic that you didn't include him in the good names. And then you said small Gamboa. Okay, but do people give credit for Lomachenko for beating small Rigondeaux? Yes. So that's that. And Gamboa, I believe, had a fight at that division before Crawford. But you don't know that because you don't know shit about boxing. You making him seem like he good. That's an easy one to rebuttal. So he's not good. I'm just making him seem like he's good. And then last, we'll just ether you with this. You said he unified a weak division. Why isn't Triple G unified his weak division? Why haven't other people become undisputed? How come we had no undisputed between Jermaine Taylor-ish, Bernard Hopkins time to Terrence Crawford? So if it's so easy, all you had to do is unify a weak division. Triple G was in a weak division up until recently. Why didn't he unify? Why don't he have all the belts? Why is he not Thanos? Why he ain't got all the Infinity Stones? Let's vote. I killed this boy. Put your L's up if you got an L. You a school shooter, right? Looks like you got to shoot yourself like them punk ass school shooters be doing. Because you can't beat me in this. And still, dude is on his 5th strike. Well, you got an L. Shooter, school shooter. It's been fun. It's been real. Now to the real shooters, y'all know what to do on this side. Shit is so easy. You see how crazy they sound? You're making it sound like Crawford's good. So he's not. So Floyd Mayweather, the best fighter of this generation, gave props to Crawford and Errol Spence. He said, "Oh, I like Crawford. Crawford, he a good fighter. He remind me of me." You notice why is Floyd saying Triple G? Oh, he cool. Triple G cool. No special effect. But he not saying that about Crawford. Why doesn't Terrence Crawford say? Excuse me. Why doesn't Floyd say Floyd? Excuse me. Why doesn't Floyd say that Terrence Crawford, he cool, no special effects? Why is he just giving him props as a fighter? Why does he not say, oh, he alright, no special effect, but he's saying that about Golovkin? Why is Freddie Roach saying that Crawford is the man to beat and urging Pacquiao to retire instead of fighting Crawford? Again, no one believes you. And then on top of that, on top of everything, you said that Jeff Horn's going to thrash Crawford. We'll see. We'll see next week. And then next week, it'll be something else. Oh, Crawford, it was a premature stoppage or whatever, depending on the outcome. And I'm not going to speculate. I think Crawford wins. I could see a stoppage. I could see it maybe going the distance too. But we'll see. We'll see what they say next week. David Avalos, you don't know shit about boxing. Regis Prograis, let him be him. But he just beat Crawford leftovers. That's good. He's getting a hometown fight. I'm really checking for him. But he hasn't done something more than Crawford. So that's all speculation. Mikey Garcia already lost to Crawford in the amateurs. And they both probably have improved. But I would favor him to beat him again. And if not, listen. And this is, y'all turn this into something else. I love Mikey Garcia. I like him. I think he's a great fighter. But I'm also a fan of the truth. Why does Mikey Garcia keep calling out Errol Spence, but he knows Crawford, a guy he has history with in the amateurs? He never fought Spence in the amateurs. You fought Crawford, and Crawford beat you. Why are you not calling out him the amount of times you've called out Errol Spence? Why? Why is Mikey not focused on the guy who beat him in the amateurs, but more focused on Errol Spence call out? Somebody explain that. That's not a diss. That's an honest question. Why is Mikey Garcia calling out Errol Spence more than he's calling out Crawford, a guy who beat him? It's because he knows Crawford, he knows Crawford's style, and he probably favors a fight with Spence. Not saying he could beat Spence, because I don't think he would beat Spence. That's just my opinion. And his brother, he listened to Ellie's video. Robert Garcia was like, he's shaking his head, making these faces like 2 to 3. He literally said on camera 2 to 3 years from now. Why would Roberto Garcia, his brother / trainer, Mikey wants it. He's a fighter, of course. I don't knock him for one to prove greatness. He's a fighter. He's supposed to do that. But why is his own trainer and brother saying 2 to 3 years from now? What does that tell you? Why would his trainer say, like, ask Robert Garcia if he wants to see Mikey versus Lomachenko? He not telling you to wait 2 or 3 years. Ask him if Robert Garcia, if he wants to see Mikey versus Broner or Sergey Lipinets. He not telling you to wait 2 or 3 years because he knows his brother can probably beat those guys, or he has faith that he'll beat them. But then you ask him about Errol Spence, he says, nah, I don't like that. 2 to 3 years now. Ask him about Lomachenko. He not telling you to wait 2 or 3 years. He'd be like, fuck yeah, that's a fight I'll take in a heartbeat. That's what he's going to say. Because I've seen him say it. Shout out to ES News. But beyond that, again, why is Mikey not calling out the guy who beat him in the amateurs that he's familiar with in Terrence Crawford? He's calling out another guy. They're both at welterweight. They're both class. You know what I mean? Crawford's about to get a belt if he could beat Jeff Horn. Errol Spence only has 1 belt. If Crawford beats Horn, he'll have 1 belt. So why is Mikey not anticipating that? Why is he not calling out Crawford? Because he probably likes the matchup with Spence more. Period. You guys don't know shit about boxing. Mikey should go to lightweight, fight Robert Easter, and then try to get a Lomachenko fight. Do all that, and then move up gradually. Period. Aram has issues with Mikey. I mean, who cares? That don't mean nothing. He had issues with Floyd Mayweather. Pacquiao, Floyd still fought. And it's funny because Aram, he was being nice. I've known the Mayweathers for years. It's business. He don't like Floyd either. Or Floyd bought himself. They still made that fight. So Lomachenko, he could fight Mikey. They got to stop the pissing contest shit and negotiate and make it happen. And they got to want for it to happen. Thurman had Mikey looking shook. When? I didn't see that. When was that? Does Mikey beat Loma? He has a shot for sure. I would favor Mikey to beat Loma, but Loma's a good fighter, so I could be wrong. But if gun to my head right now at lightweight, under these circumstances, like let's say Lomachenko heals and has a tune-up and then fights Mikey early 2019, I would favor Mikey. I mean, like I said, Lomachenko's good, but him moving up, and with Linares getting knocked down, that showed people a lot, not just fans but fighters. Fighters are always watching fights, looking for chinks in the armor. So that just gives Mikey confidence. He's been in there with Broner and Maidana's, sparring or pro fights. Edwin Valero, he's been in there with big punchers. You think Mikey Garcia's worried about Lomachenko knocking him out? I don't think so. So that if anything, that gave Mikey confidence. Like, see, I told you. Because I think Mikey would have crushed Linares. And I think he probably would have did it easier. I really do. I like Linares. He can box his ass off. But I think if Mikey would have fought him at lightweight, I think Mikey would have destroyed Linares. I really do. Because Mikey would be because Mikey has already proven that he's a boxer and a boxer puncher. But then in the Broner fight, he proved he can move up to 140 and also be that smart boxer puncher with the crazy 1-2 left hook to the body from hell, and also implement more pressure to it. So Linares, he don't like being in the trenches. Antonio DeMarco showed you. So you would have a bigger punching, smarter version of DeMarco. DeMarco's more of a brawler. Mikey can brawl if he fucking wants, and be aggressive if he wants. Has more power, and he's much smarter with much better technique. And he's probably gonna be closer in height. I don't know. Yeah, I think he's tall. Look, yeah, he's taller. You know what I'm saying? He taller than Lomachenko, so he would be probably a little bit closer in height to Linares. That's just my opinion. But it don't matter now. Linares ain't a champion. I'm just giving you my opinion. Y'all want to know Robert Easter versus Mikey? Favor Mikey. I would favor Mikey, but Robert Easter, he's just gonna have to fight the right fight. He's in it. He has a chance. I don't think it'll be. I'm not saying it's an easy fight. I mean, the Lipinets fight wasn't even an easy fight for Mikey, in my opinion. Mikey clearly won. So, I would favor Mikey just off of performance. But that's a good fight. See, listen, you know what? Whatever, because y'all be like, oh, you're bragging. It's not even about bragging, but I get called all these bias and stuff, but I'm giving you fair breakdowns. Like, these other people in the comments and a lot of other channels and stuff, they're like, oh, Robert Easter is getting murdered, destroyed. Maybe. But for you to, where's that coming from? That you just think, Dennis Shafikov, who knocked out my dude Jamel Herring, Richard Comey, who had a 90-something% knockout ratio, they didn't destroy Easter. Javier Fortuna didn't destroy him. These are all competitive fights. So if you think that Robert Easter is not going to train for a fight with Mikey Garcia, knowing that he's been calling him out, knowing that he can avenge Broner's loss, knowing the implications that he could lose his title, I'm sure we're going to get the best Robert Easter. So I think it's going to be a good fight and a competitive fight. You know what I mean? Styles make fights too. And he's with the new situation. So it's like, a lot of people just say radical dumb shit. Oh, so-and-so's getting murdered and obliterated. Nah, I heard someone say obliterated. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I just said it. Fuck. Obliterated. It's either annihilated or obliterated. Someone said obliterated. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? That's like Deontay Wilder be making, I'm so frustrated right now. And Joshua, he's gonna get obliterated. Like, what the fuck is obliterated or annihilated? You gotta pick one. You can't have it both ways. Wilder be making up them words. Don't knock me out, Wilder, when you see me. Jorge Medina, he in the hot seat. Nobody block him. You gonna get this work. Bro, you are pro black fighters. Only keep it real. Explain. How am I pro black fighters, Jorge? Please explain. Name a black fighter that I've given. You know it's real. Okay, prove it's real. You know it. I know it's real. Cool. See how they don't talk about nothing? I'm pro black fighter. Name a black fighter I've given credit for that you think I shouldn't have given credit to. Come on, Jorge. Come on, Medina. I've listened to you for years. You're beating around the bush. I don't give a fuck what you listen to. Answer D question. Jorge Medina. Okay, how did I give Broner credit? Name something I've said about Broner that gave him unfair credit. Okay, here, you're trying to do too much. Let's start with Broner. What have I ever said? You've listened to me for years. Keep in mind, listen to what they say. You've listened to me for years. What have I ever said about Broner that you can remember that gave him credit he did not deserve? Okay, listen, no examples. His response is, hold on. You always have, dude. He is a dumb nut. I'm the biased one, yet you're not giving no examples. Strike one. I'm going to ask you again. The first person you said was Broner. Name something, just like Family Feud, name something that I have ever given Adrian Broner credit for that he does not deserve. What has he done in the past few years? Oh, so now you're answering the questions or asking the questions instead of answering the questions. Strike two. These are coming right up the center of the plate and you not hitting none of them. Once again, you don't get to ask the question when you haven't even answered mine. Get past this round. You can ask me anything you want if you make it out. What have I ever given Broner credit for that he has not deserved? You said, oh, you like black fighter. I've listened for years. So you should be able to easily think of something. You've listened to me for years. And you know this is what you're saying is true. So give us an example. Stop asking questions. Stop deflecting. And just simply answer. See how long it's taking? Because he knows he already has 2 strikes. He's stalling, and he's probably going to come with, shave your beard, some stupid shit. Okay, hold on. Say that again, bro. Your network is fucking up, man. How convenient. No one else is having a problem with the stream, but you get 2 strikes and you're having a problem with the stream. Shut the fuck up, fool. Listen, you guys see it. Now he's saying, shut the fuck up, fool. Oh, shut the fuck up, fool. Really? Strike 3. I'm going to give you a bonus round because you're pitiful and I feel bad for you. Bonus round. Once again, it's the same question over and over. What have I ever given Adrian Broner credit for, foo? Right? That he does not deserve credit for. Foo. So please tell me, foo. He already got the streak. We know he got 3. We lined it up to center. He still got the 3 strikes. So without insults, foo. Right? Without shit talking, without deflecting, just answer that. What have I ever given Broner credit for that he does not deserve? He says, block me, motherfucker. Okay, foo. It's been fun, foo. Good job, foo. You out of here, foo. Shooters, handle that. Get Jorge Medina the fuck up out of here. Because he ain't talking nothing. You see how easy this is? I'm decapitated. These young boys can't beat me. You see, this block me. Okay. You ain't got to ask twice. You see how stupid it is? You only like blacks. The black channel. And then you going to say block me. I'm asking you a simple question. I said, no insults, no nothing. Just explain. What have I ever given Broner credit for that he doesn't deserve? Block me, motherfucker. You know who won. Because if you had to do all that, shut the fuck up, fool. You gotta do fool. You gotta do all that extra shit. You know who won. It's that simple. I've criticized Broner when I thought he was in the wrong. I've given him credit when I thought he did something commendable. Like, here's an example of something I've given Broner credit for. Broner is down to scrap. I don't care if you like him. I don't care if he's the villain. I don't care if you think he's immature. I don't care if you think he should apologize to Floyd. He will fight anybody. That's it. I give him credit for stuff like that, and he deserves credit for that. He will. He came off of Mikey Garcia loss, was down to fight Omar Figueroa, which is a difficult style-wise, a guy with volume and pressure and power and tough. That's a style that's giving him a problem. He was down for it. Then Figueroa gets a DUI and injury and stuff. He wants to fight Jesse Vargas, another difficult fight. He fought it. You know what I mean? He called out Matisse. He called out Maidana in his second fight. He deserves that. But see, these motherfuckers, they don't want to give him any credit. That's why he said, oh, Broner's a damn dumb nut and all that. They don't want. So if I give him any credit, despite I could have criticized him 19 times, but the fact that I gave him any credit, any iota, any shred of credit, that's what threatens him. The fact that I'm unifying and uniting and saying something positive about the Black Channel, right? That's what makes them feared. We know these games. I don't give Broner credit just for the fuck of it. You know what I'm saying? I give credit if I think he did something praiseworthy, just like I do any other fighter. And you see how hard it was. Oh, you only praise black fighters. I listened to you for years. What'd I say? Shut the fuck up, fool. Okay. He went from 135 to 147. That's what I'm saying. Lomachenko's a great fighter. Let's see him do that. Let's see him move from lightweight to 147, fight a Paulie Malignaggi caliber guy, and then fight a Maidana caliber guy. You think that's going to happen? Do you think that's going to happen? Come on. But they don't like that side to be shown because they're used to old media. They're used to just shut up. Don't bring this up. Don't, you know what I mean? They don't want that. But it don't matter what they want. Because Pensacola, we talk tonight. This shit is too easy. Shout out to Alfredo Gomez. Ego 2-0 foo. Yeah, it's all bullshit, man. I'm out. Let me know what you guys think. Shout out to my shooters. Shout out to Jorge Medina for getting clapped in the hot seat. And all the great boxing fans. A lot of stuff coming. We got a lot to be happy with. We'll see what Joshua decides. Povetkin or Wilder, what's decided. Somehow Eddie Hearn's trying to blame Wilder when they passed up $50 million. Don't really understand that. I think that was a mistake in itself. And even though you made a counter to offer to Wilder, what is the counter? How good is it? Is it as good as the offer that they offered to you for Wilder to come to the UK? And again, just so we're 100% clear, most people, the bulk people that I've seen that want to see the fight, they don't care if Wilder does it in the USA or the UK. But there is more money, and that's been proven, in the UK, because unless they're offering Wilder $50 million, 50% of the back end or something close to that, then we're going to just say that the money is in the US, period. Okay, I try to get off, but we got another guy that wants a hot seat. He wants my attention so bad, so I got to do it. If y'all want me to get FaZe in the hot seat before I go, listen, if y'all want me to burn one last person, we got twin bunk beds. If y'all want me to burn this one last one, you know what I mean? All my smokers, light up one time. If y'all want me to burn them, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? FaZe gonna get this work. Only if y'all want it though. I need some hell yeahs in the comment section. That's your ass, Mr. Postman. FaZe, we about to run through you like a FaZe. You ain't gonna last long. Bars. We gonna show you the real FaZe. Cause you know phases don't last. Phases are only here for a short period of time, just like you in this hot seat, my friend. All right, we're going to get through. Where is it? Let me read his comment. He said, deluded ego, Wilder's ducking. So I'm deluded. So explain. How's Wilder ducking and how am I deluded? We're going to see who's deluded. Where's he at? Come on, FaZe. Where's FaZe at? He left, fool. See? I thought we had some work. Shooters, clap FaZe. That's it. Shooters, get FaZe out of here. Is what it is. This is what they do. Oh, ego's diluted, but you can't prove why I'm diluted, and you just bounce out and peace out without saying nothing. How convenient. Shout out to Ronald Finkley. And we out. I told you I was getting out. I thought we had a hot seat. He didn't show up. It happens. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Tell these videos Ego. And we out. Ego Army. Signing off. Now they trying to put stupid comments. I'm done. Good luck with that. You should have did that.